Alright, today's video, a walk around of my 15 passenger Econoline E350. It's not going to remain a 15 passenger van for long. 3 rows of seats are coming out, the last row of seats are staying in. I wanted to do a walk around when I first got my van, but I wanted to clean it up first, and right now it's pretty clean. Hopefully it's not too windy right now. Put in my new V10 emblems. Here it is in 15 passenger mode. These are coming out tomorrow. That last row of seats is staying in, but 1, 2, and 3, that's coming out. So 3 across here, 3, 6, 9, 13, 14, and 15. That's how it's a 15 passenger van. I think it's a unique looking van. I think it's ugly but nice at the same time. The back is kind of tacked on. The wheelbase isn't extended. This is what the regular model looks like. It looks proportioned like this, but then they tacked on 20 inches on the back and it looks kind of funny. And here's a heads up, if you want a 15 passenger van, it's a different sort of drive. I believe the tire PSI, you want to inflate them to 80, and you want to use load range E tires, because these vans carry 3,000 pounds, 3,000 to 4,000 pounds inside. And when you have that much weight behind the axle, the rear axle, you want to drive carefully and you want to make sure you're following all safety precautions. Personally, if I was using this as a 15 passenger van, I'd do a dually conversion on the back just for stability. So there it is right there, 15 passenger van, about to be a 6 passenger van. So if you're a regular on my channel, you're going to follow the journey. If you're just stopping by to look at a video about a 15 passenger van and you stick around, this is going to turn into a 6 passenger road trip van very soon. Here's a look at the interior. Basic but nice. This is the furthest back seat, 4 across. So 4 plus 2, my van will be a 6-seater since I'm keeping this in. Like I said, Ford kept the wheelbase of the normal Econoline and just tacked on 20 inches to the back. Dodge did the same thing. GM/Chevy, they actually extended the wheelbase so they're a little more stable in 15 passenger van configuration. You're supposed to drive safe no matter what. Be safe out there, buckle up for safety. But be especially safe in one of these. Don't drive it like a sports car. There's a bulletin out on these, how to properly drive them. I personally enjoy driving this slow because of fuel economy purposes. But when you're driving this as a 15 passenger van, you got 14 people you're taking care of, so drive safe. So here it is, bench seat, and then 3 across here, 3 across here, and then 3 across there, and then the 2 up front. And then this van has vents on the back, which is really nice. So basically, when I turn this into a road trip van, putting a bed right here, I'll have passengers way back here, so they gotta yell at me so we could talk. So they'll be this far away from me. So very nice. And then there's vents right here. So there's a few. There's like 3 rows of extra vents. Too bad they didn't work any back here. That would have been pretty cool. But for a 99, pretty clean interior. Not bad for being a 99. Here's the driver's side area right here. Very nice. I had to rig this up because this was broken, but now it works. So I have a little compartment here. It's a nice compartment, pretty spacious. I like it. Cup holders up front, so lots of space. That's a jumbo sunshade. Since it's a big vehicle, use the jumbo sunshade. And then it's a lot looking back. It's like looking at a bus when you look back. Ride a long time. That's a good sound. These E350 extended model 15 passenger vans had the option of the 5.4 that was standard, or the 6.8 V10, which I recommend. I wanted the V10 because I'm a car enthusiast, but even if you're not a car enthusiast, consider the V10, especially if you're using this as a 15 passenger van. The payload capacity for this van is 3,000 to 4,000 pounds. I believe the payload for this one's 3,000 pounds. So what does the average American weigh? 200 pounds? What's 200 times 15? Is that 3,000? I need to break out a calculator when I'm editing this video, see if I'm getting my math right. But let's say everyone in your van weighs 200 pounds. That's a lot of weight. I have no intentions of racing this van. The reason why I wanted a V10 was for mountain performance. I want something that's not screaming up mountains. I wanted something that could keep its speed on the mountains. And V10 just sounds cool. It just is a neat thing to have. But let's say you're not a car enthusiast. For every 1,000 pounds that you add to your vehicle, you're losing 1 second to your 0 to 60. Why does 0 to 60 matter? Well, it really doesn't if you're not racing, but think of your 0 to 60 as your passing time, like when you're getting on the freeway. The 5.4 V8, or yeah, 5.4 V8 available for this fan, I want to say it has 250 horsepower and 350 foot-pounds of torque, something along those lines. The V10 has 300 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque, so 50 more horsepower and 70 foot-pounds of torque more. That's a big number, and that's a number you need when you have 15 passengers and you're trying to get on the freeway. I have a freeway entrance coming up right here. This is for my buddy Grando in South America. I know you're looking forward to the acceleration videos. I got my oil changed last week. I haven't uploaded that video yet, but I didn't really want to accelerate hard on this van until I changed the oil. I wanted to know there was fresh oil in my van before I did acceleration videos. So I'm gonna give it the business when I get on the freeway here. So here we go, coming up. I want to say Econolines were replaced by the Transits, the European style vans, in 2014. This is old school body on frame, old school technology. I personally like how vans feel. That's why when my van broke, my first van broke, I got sad. I just like having a van. I think nothing's cooler than a van. So I had to have another one, and I didn't want a modern van. I wanted an old school body on frame van, so here we go. Freeway coming up. Yeah, it's they're archaic. See how I'm turning the wheel? Nothing's really happening. See how much play is there? It's archaic technology, but I like them. I really like them. Nice. I think that's a grandma in front of us. Alright, here's my entrance right here. Here's my free... Oh, it's actually this side. Okay. Oh, perfect. I got the freeway to myself right now. I have this turned to myself. So this is where
This is where I will show you why you should have a V10. See, I'm by myself right now, so this is an empty van with just me in it. I got it weighed 6,500 pounds with a full tank of fuel and me in it. So add another 3,000 pounds, that's 8,500 pounds, not 9,500 pounds. It's a lot of weight. So like I said, every 1,000 pounds of weight, your 0 to 60 decreases by 1 second per 1,000 pounds. So your acceleration is going to suffer a lot when this van is loaded up. But like I said earlier, 15 passenger van, just be safe. Don't drive it like a sports car. Here we go. That's 65, 70. See? And now I'm on freeway as fast as everyone else. I'm merging on the freeway at freeway speeds. So that's what you want. That's why power matters, especially if you're loaded up. You don't want to enter the freeway going 35 miles per hour, so that's where having power is really nice. I think that cost me like $4 of gas to do that, but it's nice to have power. That's the situation you wanted. But like I said, when you're driving a 15 passenger van, do your research, drive safe. I believe, like I said, I believe the tire pressure is something crazy like 80 psi on load range E tires. You don't want to make sudden lane changes. You want to drive carefully. So there you go. There's a little walk around and drive along, ride along in my 15 passenger van here. Soon to not be a 15 passenger van. It's going to be a 6 passenger road trip van here very shortly. All right, everyone, be safe. Buckle up for safety. Drive as if everyone on the road is a family member.